Newsday from the BBC World Service. Let's take you to Ethiopia now. Abiy Ahmed has been praised by many as the man who transformed Ethiopia's relations with its own regions and its neighbours, of course. Now, on Monday, you may have seen, he received the Nobel Peace Prize, and in his speech, he accepted the prize on behalf of his partner and comrade in peace, the Eritrean President, Isaias Afwerki. And he referred to his own time as a young soldier and how that had reinforced his determination to find peace.
I witnessed firsthand the ugliness of war in frontline battles. Those who have never seen war but glorify and romanticize it, they have not seen the fear, nor have they felt the mournful impotence of war after the carnage. When I became Prime Minister, I believed peace between Ethiopia and Eritrea was within reach.
Abiy Ahmed speaking on Monday, but not everyone is convinced. Leila Khalid is an Eritrean exile now living in Europe, and she joins us now. Welcome to the programme, Leila.
Thank you, BBC World. Yes, we Eritreans living in Norway and generally living in diaspora are not happy for the decision the Nobel Committee has done. We are actually pleased to see the Nobel Committee is paying attention to the grave situation in the Horn of Africa, which is often neglected by international community. We are also happy to see new reforms and positive initiatives in our neighboring country, Ethiopia. And we congratulate the laureate of Nobel Prize. Dr.
Okay, so what exactly are you unhappy about? Why do you not think he should have been given the prize at this time?
We want the demonstration was to express our concerns to the very basis of which the award was given to. As we all know, the award was given out for primarily for the efforts the Prime Minister has done to achieve peace and resolve the border dispute between Ethiopia and Eritrea. But however, I dare to say that the agreement has not brought any significant change to the people of Eritrea due to several reasons. The first thing is that the agreement failed to address the most basic factor, which is the border, which was attributed as the cause of the start of the conflict 20 years ago. Now, 1.5 years after the peace agreement, it has still not been demarcated and sadly even downplayed by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed as not important and relevant.
There was this village of Badme, though, which was on the border in this area of dispute that Abiy Ahmed actually backed down on, didn't he, and said, OK, international recommendation that this is actually not in Ethiopia's territory. He did move on that, didn't he? And he moved on that pretty quickly, and that had been something that had been going on for years.
Yes, he recognized and he accepted the Algiers peace agreement, which was signed in 2000. But actually, after 1.5 years, the demarcation has not been done, and he said that this is not important. And we as Eritreans are concerned that this might be a ticking time bomb in the future that could result into another war and dispute.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying about the border, but he did come in and in quite short order transform the whole climate between the two countries from one of hostility and war and Cold War, many might say, into one of a conversation and compromise. It may not have progressed as far as you would like it to, but do you admit that he did bring a positive change with him?
Yes, we appreciate his initiatives, but when we see at the results on Eritrean people, there is no significant change currently because the border is also closed right now, and there is no movement of people and goods except limited airline services. And this, of course, doesn't benefit the people of Eritrea due to the endless obligatory national services. And also, there is no action taken by both sides to demilitarize the war zone, and still the Eritrean land is occupied by Ethiopian forces. So he has a lot to be done, and he has to work hard on these issues because this is the base of the dispute between Eritrea and Ethiopia.
Thank you for joining us, Leila. We appreciate your time, and you've painted a very clear picture there of your views on where we're at between Eritrea and Ethiopia right now, especially the border issue. Leila Khalid, an Eritrean exile now living in Europe.